We all have been there. Your mind is blocked and you just want to play games, binge watch YouTube or Netflix, and sleep. Does it recall some memories? All I know is that I personally been there multiple times a year and I'm always exhausted and shocked by that fact. So let's talk about the fear of creating, the fear of starting, and why bad art is better than no art. Please watch till the end because I created some little help as a free printable PDF and we'll talk about it later. For this video, I researched how we get into this block state and basically just stopped functioning. I watched a ton of videos, read blogs, and brainstormed with my own memories. All came together at one point. Our mind is full of stuff and shuts down. Too much work, too many ideas which overwhelm you, sketches that need to be worked on. Too many people want something from you. You need to learn this before trying out that. You need to clean this, you need to take care of this and that. A feeling creeps up that you're not good enough for. For what actually? And there we have it. You feel lost, paralyzed, want to hide yourself somewhere, eat your favorite snacks and distract yourself from your responsibilities. And please, I beg you, don't hate yourself for that. Your body tries to protect you in these moments. Your body tries to get your mood back up and want you to do things that instantly release dopamine. It's a hormone which brings you in a happy mood, roughly said. Covering that would be too much for the video. But one thing to say is that dopamine also will be released when we accomplish something, when we learn something new that excites us, when we get new ideas, and guess what? When we create. It just takes longer to get this release. That's why we don't do the fulfilling things to begin with. To create and to accomplish our goals, we have to step out of our dark pit, make the first move, and ignore what other people would think about us, our creations, and our goals. In my opinion, art is something very personal. Personal to the artist and personal to the people who see the art. There are people who will like it. There are people who will not like it. I'm sure that there are many moments where you yourself don't like your art at all. If that happens, try to shift your perspective. Every piece you create, good or bad, will help you to walk on the path you have chosen. Instead of thinking, oh gosh, this looks terrible, better think, alright, this doesn't look like I wanted, but I can redo this and that part, and then it will look a lot better. Get to know your skills and think where you can improve. If you don't create bad art, you will never improve. Creating no art at all is the worst case for every artist, no matter how much experience they have. If we artists always think that our art is bad, how could we even live off from it? We need to have confidence in our work and confidence in our chosen path. I mean, as a child, I couldn't care less what people would think of this beautiful piece. It's a greenhouse. Did you recognize it? This painting was created by me 26 years ago. I was 4 and just enjoyed art, especially painting with my fingers. It's a precious memory to me. Now that we got an idea about the roots of our art block, let's see how we can improve from here. Before we do anything, we just need some blank pieces of paper and one pencil you like writing with. Try to get some time for yourself. Turn off your phone for this exercise. Get some plain water, maybe lit a nice smelling candle and don't listen to music. You can even go outside for this. Now, take some deep breaths and write down what is in your mind. It doesn't matter which topic it is, just write. Move your hands. It can feel a little bit weird at the beginning. Will this help some people? Why I can't just finish the started art projects? Should I participate in this one drawing competition? I need to organize the shelf in the bedroom. What will I make for dinner? Will my art ever be good enough? I'm happy that my boyfriend isn't mad at me because I ate his cheese. Maybe I should start practicing drawing elephants for Mother's Day. I need to learn to fly my drone. It's waiting for almost a year. Hopefully Sarah has an awesome birthday. The invitation cards from Jennifer looks very adorable. Somehow I can't wait to try out recording my voiceovers inside my closet. What if my art is just bad and nobody will like it? Those are things that came up to my mind when I wrote this voiceover. As you heard, they're super random and I'm sure yours will be too. Relax a bit and review what you wrote. I do this exercise since I'm around 10 years old. Please don't share your writings in the comments. It's a very private exercise and should be only for you. Now that we did the first step of this exercise and cleared out our mind a bit, let's see what else we can do before we even start to draw anything. I collected and brainstormed some ideas which I want to present you. Alright, I overdid a teeny tiny bit. The most common advice I found in the interwebs is to take a break and do whatever you like. Yes, this can help, but as I mentioned before, your body will make you do what's needed to release dopamine. So, of course you can play games, eat your favorite snacks, and watch Netflix. I personally can't do that. This will throw me back into past addictions. That's why I haven't uploaded in a while. In my head I was like, I just want to play a bit of Anno 1800. I gained 200 hours playtime in my account. No joke. The good thing is, you can try it much more than that. Maybe take 1 or 2 days off from any social media, even YouTube. Go on a walk or visit a town nearby you've never been to. Taking a break doesn't need to be crawling into a cave of unhealthy consumption. I really enjoy going on walks lately when I feel stuck. On the weekend, I was very brave and went down to the river for some exploration. Another thing to consider is to be honest with yourself and rethink how you nourished your body in the past weeks. Bad eating habits, alcohol, no or not enough movement, walking counts, and not enough sleep have a huge impact on us. Not only artists, but all humans. Before you touch any pencil or brush to create, try to get back into good eating habits, get more sleep, and go on short walks. You don't need to rush into the next gym and deploy your mental energy there because you haven't been there for weeks. This will not help. When you're on your walks, you can try photography. You don't need a fancy camera, just use your phone. Walk on your path, take pictures of plants, the environment, buildings you think look nice, the sky, anything you like. Here are some of my photos of the river exploration. If you have a ton of leaflets or junk mail, you can use that for another little exercise. Take a bunch of leaflets and junk mail, cut out things that you like, and create a little collage. If you have kids, you can involve them too. I remember my first collage was in the kindergarten, like I was 4 again. Because we are not allowed to use scissors, we had to rip off some flowers out of gardening magazines and then glue them together into a nice collage. My collage was very red and pink because I ripped off just red roses and other very vibrant pink flowers. It was very enjoyable. Before we move to the second part, I can also recommend buying a new sketchbook, if you have the money though. In many videos I heard from other artists that they have sketchbooks they only draw very pretty things, because they don't want to ruin the complete look of the sketchbook. If you have a sketchbook like this, buy a new one. Just mess around in it, try new things, and create without thinking you can ruin one of your pretty books. Why I don't recommend to draw into your pretty books at this point? To overcome a struggle? We are doing baby steps to get out of an art block. Forcing yourself to draw in a pretty book will take too much mental energy. Plus point is that buying something new, even just a simple, super cheap sketchbook, also releases dopamine. But it's totally fine to draw on paper you already have. After the first reliefs, you can try to draw again. Don't schedule time at the beginning. Just place paper and a pencil near places where you sit down and relax. Maybe beside your PC or on your coffee table in the living room. Maybe just on the sofa. And when you are relaxed, try to get the materials into your hands. If you can't start with doodling or whatever, draw lines, squares and circles. The goal is to get your hands moving again, but staying relaxed in your mind and not planning the next Mona Lisa. Be proud if you were able to start. That's already a big step. And always remember, you don't have to post this on social media. It's just for you. We reached one of my favorite things to clear out my mind, besides the writing exercise, drawing the ideas out of my head. I do think that an art block is not a matter of the lack of ideas. So while we recover and practice to start drawing again, many ideas pile up in our heads. Even just little sparks like, I would like to practice drawing foxes, or penguins, or roses, or bottles, or baby elephants, you name it. Take your drawing supplies and draw everything that is in your mind. It absolutely shouldn't be pretty or logical or with perfect lines. It's a messy sketch to just get the idea out of your head. If you have ideas what you want to practice, make reference boards. You can just pin stuff on Pinterest. Or what I like to do, make reference boards in Notion, both not sponsored. Don't rush while you do this. Enjoy the process. And look, you're drawing and planning new things again. That's awesome. Celebrate this and enjoy looking through the sketches and references. Does it spark joy? If you need some help finding ideas what you can draw, I created a printable PDF with things that I would like to learn and draw. You'll find a link in the description down below. Please tag me on Instagram if you used it and what you came up with. I'm never tired to get inspired, especially from my lovely viewers. It's very easy to use. Just print it out, cut out, fold them and put them into a jar, a cup or any container you have. After a short mix, pull out one scrap and you know what to practice on. Now that you have drawn some lines, squares, circles, messy sketches and all the things you like and enjoy, schedule some time for creating a new piece. If you still feel a bit insecure, start with just 5 minutes. Always keep your well-being in mind. And when you are on your drawing date, try to recall positive memories while drawing. Think of it as a gift for yourself. Don't think about others' opinions, especially not the algorithm. One perfect recall for me is the quetzal bird I painted for an art challenge a few weeks ago. I used a reference, and it was my third painting using watercolor. After a few hours, I started to get demotivated because it didn't look like I wanted, but I also didn't want to quit so easily. At first, I wanted to use only watercolor, but then I decided to include colored pencils. This relieved me so much that I gained back my motivation and finished the bird. And you know what? I cried. I cried because it was so hard to finish, but I pushed through and was super proud of myself. Now I really enjoy looking at the bird and have this memory with the positive outcome in mind. In tough moments, try to recall why you want to create art. By that I don't mean the financial part of it. I personally want to make people pause for a moment, maybe make them smile a little bit. We live in a rushing world. Just a short pause of seconds is worth the work of creating a new piece. And what is your reason? I really hope that this will help someone. The style of video is very new to me, but I had the urge to make it like this. While I were lost in many hours of Anno on my break, I always thought how I can improve my videos and reach people. The desire to create never left me. I just wasn't able to start. Thank you that you watched till the end. While creating this video, I tried out new techniques and worked in a different way. Please share your thoughts on this video in the comments. I don't have a chance of improving without your honest feedback. Thank you so much in advance, and I wish you a wonderful weekend.